Welcome to the MacMost daily vlog.
And Will's supposed to be sitting down.
Yeah, well, because today there's been several rumors today about new MacBooks coming out early next year, and the question is it turns out Will, Dave, and I all have the MacBook. Not that close. We all have MacBook Pros. Right
the same one. We all share.
No, you have a
You use it on Wednesdays and Thursdays. He gets it Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I get it on weekends.
So you've got the first dual core.
Yeah.
I got the Core 2 Duo.
Yeah.
And then you got the LED Core 2
And you guys
Duo.
got the little dinky iPod screen.
So you're due for the next. We delete from each other. So yeah, you got 17-inch. We got 15-inch. But okay, so the new one. So my ideal. I like thin and portable because I'm carrying it to and from home, carrying it in the house, carrying it on trips. So make it thinner, make it more portable, make it lighter, but don't skimp on the power. That's what I want. What do you think, Dave?
Well, I'm very interested to find out if at least a combination of flash memory is involved, because then that would both save on the power and on the access speed. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's these dual drives, which I know, Dvorak could be very interested to hear about it. That turns out to be true.
Dual, like a 16 gig flash drive and backed up by like a 120 gig standard drive.
I see it as very possible, and I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being like the next generation. It'd be pretty.
That would be a significant change in laptop technology. There's no laptop out there like that right now. And Apple really is not known for actually going out and being like, here's something completely different you've never seen before.
Well, who was it that made?
Don't they do that like every time?
No, they usually find something that other people are doing.
This is something you've seen a million times before, but
not a million
pretty.
times. Not a million times, but something that's kind of like been tested in experiments, things like that. They don't jump out and say, here's an entire line, we're making 1 million laptops like this, and it uses something completely different. They don't really risk that.
But I did see some company, and I can't remember the company, some company did just try to make just a laptop-based flash drive. And I think it went up to like 32 megs or something like that.
The gigs.
Or 32 gigs.
32 megs.
32
it wasn't
megs.
very useful. You could boot DOS with it.
And if you have
32
floppy,
gigs.
you have even more memory.
And but I never heard any word about it since. It wasn't like it became so popular that
Well, maybe because 32 megabytes ain't that much.
No, they could technically. Now, if there is a 32 gig flash drive out there that Apple can get its hands on, then they could stack them. I mean, 3 of those, and you've got something that are kind of comparable to.
Apple's more practical than that. They're going to look at where people are going to be using them, what they're going to be using them for. I want the iLoo Pro. A laptop that I don't need a skin graft after using it in the bathroom. Because these MacBook Pros get hot.
Sick and tired of how hot these machines get.
They do.
I played Rise of Nations on boot camp on one the other day, and basically I played it for an hour and a half. The battery didn't fail on me. It just my legs became too hot. Continue. I was like, okay, I gotta stop now. I'm getting burned. And granted, I was running Windows on it to run the game, which was not doing the proper cooling.
Intensive,
but
yeah. So they should make a cooler laptop, and maybe with like a drink holder that will cool your beverage as well.
It suck the coolness out of the drink. You put a cup with ice on it, and then it turns it into water very quickly.
But that's also part of the heat. Part of the heat is having the moving drive that's in there.
But I think they're going to make them in black aluminum. Be cool, and go with like the iPod and the new iMac type of look. I think the screen's going to go really close to the edge. I think it's going to be glass, and I think it's going to be LED. It's going to look. I'll take some design cues from the new iMacs, and then I think the keyboards are going to completely change to be like the new keyboard.
Yeah, I think so too.
I saw Jay's review of that, and it
looked
huge.
But it's like a plate.
It's flatter though. It's thinner.
But I think
it does. I guess it does.
Look for the new keyboard, which I love, by the way, using mine. Look for that as like identical to that.
Gary thought of a great use for it if you get locked out.
Oh well, no. It's funny. It's the first keyboard that I've ever seen that you could actually fit through a mail slot because it's like so thin and tiny. You can just slip it in.
Just think of the different things you could do
with a lock.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to slip it through a mail slot, but you could, and that's what Apple's all about.
Leave your credit cards at home.
I think they should be holographic. They should.
Well, yeah, it'd be that with magnetic.
They should have like biofeedback sensors that you put on your head.
And then you just think about what you want to type.
Exactly.
And if you have Tourette syndrome,
I thought of a use for it. So all you need to do is if you're going door to door and you come across kids who don't take solicitations and you're a solicitor, you can feed them the keyboard to get their answers to the information you're
Yeah,
asking.
that's not very easy.
What?
That's
Sorry, Dave.
best I can do.
Tell us in the comments at
That's like 10
MacMost.com
seconds.
for this. What do you think the next laptops are going to be?
Bye.